Today I'm going to show you 5 secrets that I think you most likely missed in Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, starting with... Now if we go back to the Lily Lovebread's tea party after we've rescued all the friends and get captured by her, we see the prototype's true form after 5 long and agonising chapters. There are actually a lot of small details that many people and creators missed. When he first walks around the table, we can see the hands of Huggy Wuggy and Kissy Missy, confirming that the prototype did take these when we see them missing at the end of Chapter 4. We also see Mommy Longleg's arm, the main villain of Chapter 2, referring back to the time where we see our first look at the prototype, only seeing his arm, where he grabbed the bottom half of her body with his hands and obviously took the arm from that to add to his own body. And yes, we do see Catnap's fur too, but I'll get more into that later. Now, if we actually go back into the story, specifically when we envision Huggy Wuggy's memories, and if you explored, you would have found a locked door which needed a code full of emotions. And if you look carefully in the third memory, you would have found that code, with it being happy, happy, disgust, sad, fear, and happy. And after unlocking the door, if you went down the hallway, you would have found a tape, and going into one of the rooms on the left, you would have inserted that tape, which then revealed some of Huggy's backstory. Just have a watch. So this basically just shows how dark Huggy's backstory really was, including some very disturbing images and how it all went wrong during the Hour of Joy. So if we actually go back further into the game, right after Lily Lovebread's death, when we meet up with Giblet, Poppy and Kissy, we actually find a recording that lets us know that Eliot Ludwig knew about the prototype all along and how Olly was the prototype. Just have a listen.
Did you say something? Oliver? You want to talk? I'm here. I don't pretend to know everything, but always. What do you mean?
All you talk about. You don't get to call me that. Please, call me just the prototype. And you can't back me up. Just like it. Just like that.
Let's go back down. And that's your name. I can call I hope very soon.
So this basically just shows us how Eliot was running tests on Olly without him knowing, turning him into the prototype. And he eventually found out about that, causing him to lash out at Eliot. And towards the end of the recording, we actually hear about Poppy and how Eliot was planning on letting Olly see her, which might be the reason why the prototype is actually so determined to lock Poppy up again. So if we go back to Lily Lovebread's tea party sequence, we can actually see how devastating Catnap's fate really was. So if we look when the prototype walks around the table and we pay attention to the back of him, we actually see Catnap's fur. showing us that not only did the prototype stab him in the mouth with his claws, but also skin his fur off of him. Showing that all because Catnap couldn't kill us, how badly the prototype treated him. Now this next one may be pretty obvious to some people, but let's go back to the Huggy Wuggy elevator boss fight at the beginning of the chapter. Now after dodging all of Huggy Wuggy's hand attacks, we get a hand scanner which we have to use our Omni hand on. But then eventually Huggy Wuggy stops us and grabs our grab pack, eventually pulling it off our body in total. Now this may not seem like much to some people, but this is basically confirming that we have lost our OG grab pack since chapter 1. Okay, so if we actually go back to the beginning of the game where we are climbing up the elevator shaft and go to where we would normally carry on with the game and look up at the window with our black light, we would see Limon, the lemon from all 4 other chapters, which we are now going to find in chapter 5. So if you are now actually go back out to the elevator shaft and carry on climbing up to the very top, you would see a door that is inaccessible until you see some boxes which you would then pull towards you, allowing you to climb up onto them and jump into the locked door. And inside this room, you would actually find Limon, the lemon of chapter 5. But this time you would not be holding Limon for so long, as when you carry on through the game like normal, as you enter the biodiversity labs, you would find a vent, which if you went through and pulled yourself across, you would find another room. And inside this room, you would find a table, which believe it or not, beholds Limon's family, which you can then place Limon with. And whether this means Limon will be in future chapters or not, I don't know. Just let's hope so. And finding this room also allows you to hear a sneak peek of CG5's Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 song, Wrong Side Out. But there are 6 secrets that I think you missed in Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. Now, if you think I missed any secrets, make sure to comment them down below and I will make sure to include them in a future video. But I love you all, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!